Okay, you guys, what is up? The King of Lightning is here today, and I know it's been a while since I've done this. Whoa. Eons, millennia, more like a few months. Berserk, chapter 366 review. Whoa. Now, let's be honest here. Because it's been a while, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have forgotten about what the hell's going on. And to be quite honest, I kind of forgot. I had to just do a quick reread of what was going on. And honestly, I guess the best way to put it is this. We all care about Griffith, Femto, whatever. And Falconia is awesome. Seeing in this chapter Losis or Locus, whatever his name is, and he's pretty much guiding Rickard into the black area behind Falconia. Obviously, the brighter the light, the deeper or the larger the shadow, however the quote goes, whatever. And the point here is that we're not following Guts. Or not focusing on Griffiths. We're following Rickard. It's like, ugh. I mean, we are kind of focusing on Griffiths, but more or less, it's just Rickard's account on what is going on in Falconia, the utopia of Falconia. And Rickard, he's very meh. He really is. He's a very meh character. Like you see Rickard, you're like, like not a big deal. So, point here is that it'd be a lot easier, or this arc would seem a lot better if it came out on a regular monthly basis or bi-monthly basis. So we wouldn't be stuck in the same spot for like 3, 4, 5 years. But unfortunately, like the last chapter came out a few months ago. I want to say around 3 months ago. Probably 4 or 5 months ago, actually. And according to what was stated at the end of this chapter, it will be back in September. Let's keep it that way. Let's seriously make it September. Alright? God damn it. Like, let's not make it September 2015. No, 2014. For Christ's sakes. It's taking too damn long. So, I mean, that's the one major gripe that I have with this, with the Berserk manga. Where Berserk is phenomenal when you're reading through it in all one go. When you're just coasting. But when you catch up and you have to wait for the chapters, you're really just buckling down and waiting. You're pulling out like the D-Day, like you're gonna dig the trenches and have to wait. You have to hold down for like months on end. Hold your position. And it's annoying. And it sucks. And you can't take a fucking shower. So, yeah. Clearly, I'm peeved about that a little bit. But let's move on. Now, the chapter. After I'm done with that miniature rant. The chapter. First of all. The main thing here, obviously. Alright, well, let me out of the way. There's a small little scene here involving Erica, Lusa, and the old dude that was with Ganishka, alright? His name escapes me completely. Point here is that we just see Erica chilling with them, and Erica kind of gives a hint that her grandpa was the one who created Guts' sword, and those two, they know who Guts is, so they're trying to think like, wait a second, hold on, So, and obviously the main part about that as well is the fact that when it came to because the guy is clearly hiding something. We don't know what he's hiding exactly, but some kind of beast. But his leg was hurting him, and he's old. His knees are giving out, obviously. So, apparently there is a metal, some kind of contraption, alright? The exact word, I want to say, no, it's not the right word, obviously. That's not a prosthetic, duh. But, because he's not an amputee. But he has some kind of contraption, right? Some kind of device that is a support for his leg, pretty much. And then that's it. Very simple. So, there's no, you can't dive deeper into that shit because it's very self-explanatory. Though what I will say is that in the future, I do believe that the old guys are the one helping Erica and Rickard when it comes to some kind of issue in Falconia. Rickard and Locust are going over to the black thing behind them, and that was something I was always wondering. Ever since we saw Falconia, I was wondering, what the fuck is that shadow behind them? What the hell is that? It's like this giant dome of just pure darkness. Find out, it's called it's not Pandemonium, it's like Pandemonium, whatever. And in Pandemonium are where the apostles just straight up fight it out. Gladiator style. Are you not entertained? How to do that shit. I don't see Crystal fucking I don't see Crystal, but whatever. It don't matter. It don't matter. You know, just let him do his thing, man. Let him do his thing. Damn it, man. But point here is that the apostles are just duking it out. They're just bloodthirsty at this point in time. They're not really fighting any of the monsters outside of them, since this entire area is protected by the crystal, so the monsters can't get near them. So the apostles have no one to fight, so they're fighting with themselves. And essentially, it is the massive darkness to the brightest light. Again, how the quote goes, I don't know. But the point here is the humans. They're the ones who are thriving. They're the ones who no longer fear death because the souls of their loved ones always return to them through Griffith. And they can say their final words and so on and so forth until they return to the fucking idea of evil. Okay, well, to be fair, the idea of evil is supposed to be excluded from the story. But you can't forget it once you read it. Once you read it, you're like, no. Like, the idea of evil, like, now we know what the fuck is up. So, even though he failed to mention it, it's for the obvious reason that the idea of evil is supposed to be neglected from the story, period, now. Which is odd, but fuck it. Humans right now, they're in prosperity. And they're in the light. They're shining bright. While the darkness, that is the apostles, the claws in the beak of the falcon, are continuously remaining sharp by engaging in these bloodthirsty battles in the arena. So, again, for like the third time, the brighter the light, the darker and the larger the shadow. Clearly. And it's kind of weird, but it has a lot of weight. The way this chapter ends off, where you have Locust talking about the utopia, but he mentions it as a quote-unquote, a harsh utopia. That I found very interesting, because even though it's a utopia in the general sense, there is still darkness. It's not like it's complete peace and happiness and rainbows and unicorns and Skittles. No. Far from, man. Far from. Even though over here it's raining fucking Skittles, you got some chocolate. It's this giant dark chocolate mass in the back that no one's paying attention to, because no one likes dark chocolate. It has a bitter taste to it. But hey, it's there. It has to be there. You got a problem with that? Fuck you. That's just the way it is. So, I like that. In order to maintain this utopia, there has to be this balance between light and darkness. And that's the way it is. So, Rickard, he wants to get a greater idea of what's going on through Griffith. Alright? He understands what happened in the tornado. He understands what happens in the eclipse, in that area, obviously. And because Guts told him. And Guts also mentioned how no matter what happens, you can't really hate Griffith. And honestly, you can't really blame Griffith, considering the fact that, given his condition at that point in time where he couldn't walk, he had his tendon severed, had his tongue severed, and so on and so forth, the Falcon had truly fallen. And this was a chance at, not really redemption, but it was a chance at revival, more or less. A chance to lead his life the way he wanted to lead his life, and to achieve his dream that he's always had ever since he was a child. But the sacrifices were great, obviously. The lives and the souls of his comrades. So, we could have a debate for hours. We really could, about whether or not Griffith is a villain or an antagonist or more or less someone who is evil. But at the same time, I think I'm going to call it a day. and focus on the chapter at hand. So overall, the chapter, it's a very simple chapter, very straightforward chapter. And I did want more. I wanted more substance. But, I mean, I'll be honest. I really felt that we could have been better off without the Erica stuff, to be quite honest. But whatever. And overall, the chapter I'm giving rating of okay. So I will see you guys hopefully in September. And whether or not that's the case, I have to wait and see about that. So I'm done. King of Lightning. Rate the video, comment, subscribe. Have a nice day.